Hi and welcome to Handful of Words. This is lesson 1. First, we're going to start by picking a dominant or assigning hand. When I reference certain signs and how to do them, I'll explain like use your dominant hand to do the movement. That hand does most of the moving in signs. So my dominant hand is my right hand. If you put your hand like this with the thumb on the side or make this shape, then feel which one makes which one is more comfortable to you. So like A or B, like which one feels natural, and you'll use that hand as your dominant hand. And always use it as your dominant hand. Don't switch it back and forth. Finger spelling rules, do's and don'ts. You want to keep your elbow down and close to your side, and hold your hand to the side of your chest, kind of. So like hold it there. Like don't move it around. Don't put it in different places. What I do is I actually hold my elbow and keep it in place. So it helps you maintain where you're supposed to be. Don't jerk your hand, don't bounce your hand, and don't move your hand all over the place. Because when you bounce, like let's say I was going to sign the fingerspell the word fall, F-A-L-L, I'm bouncing it to signify that there's double letters. But we'll get more into that later. So yeah, to start off, A, your thumb is on the side like this, your hand's down. B, your thumb is going across your palm like that. B. C. D. So you have a pointer up and the rest of the fingers are making a circle. So D. E. It's crunched together like this, so you can see. E. F. You're making a circle, but having 3 fingers up. So F. G. You're making like a pinching shape, and you turn your hand like that. So G. H. You'll have just your pointer and your middle finger pointing this way. Your thumb is tucked away. So H. I is your pinky up by itself. J, you start off with an I, but you kind of move it in a J. Well, you move it in a J shape. So J. So J. Sorry, I still have my pinky up. K, you want to do a peace sign with thumb in the middle. So K. Again, that's a peace sign. You're making a peace sign with a thumb in the middle. So K. L, you want to make an L shape with your pointer and your thumb. So L. Here's a quick review. You can pause the video and practice these on your own. And then I'm going to go through them as well with you guys to get an idea of what they look like so you can kind of visualize and read them as well. So I, H, E, G, B, J, C, A, L, F, K, and D. The next letter is M. You want to put 3 fingers over your thumb. I'll get a little closer. So 3 fingers are over your thumb, M. The way I remember that is when you draw a right in M, you go 1, 2, 3 to write it. The next letter is N. It's 2 fingers over your thumb like that. Ooh, sorry. O. P is a K that's dropped down. So P. So again, okay, 2 fingers up, middle and pointer, thumb in the middle, and I'll be like that, pointing down, P. Q is a G that's dropped down, so Q. R is your pointer and your middle finger twisted together. S, your thumb is going over your fingers, S. So don't get a lot of people get A and S confused, A and S. So S, your thumb goes over, S. T, oh, pointer finger over your thumb. U, V, W. X is like you make a little hook with your pointer, X. Y, your hand literally looks like a Y. And Z. So you do move Z, but it's not really bouncing it. So Z, you draw a Z in the air. So Z. Again, you can pause the video, practice these on your own, and then watch me do it. So N, P, W, Z, S, M, V, X, U, O, Y, R, T, and Q. Now, I'm going to talk about when to fingerspell. So these are instances when you want to fingerspell or have to fingerspell. When there's a word that has no official sign, which we'll get into more when we talk about words and sentences. Name, you'll always fingerspell you'll always fingerspell your name, such as your first name, your middle name, and your last name, until you get a name sign from a deaf person. For example, my name is Michael. I'm trying to go slow. Michael, and then I'll introduce my name sign is Michael. So you'll fingerspell your name when you meet new people. Names of places, titles of movies, books, technical terms, and when you need to clarify a word. So if it has more than one meaning. Next, we're going to talk about fingerspelling practices. What you want to do is you can fingerspell signs, words, names, and phrases that you see in public, such as street signs, menus, shirts, and all that. So here are a few words that I picked that you guys can practice. I'm going to actually sign them without talking. A few things I'm going to touch on is double letters. You want to slide them or bounce them. Or like, for example, O and goodbye, you can open and close real fast. You'll get used to it as it goes along, but for now, just slide it or bounce it. It will make it easier on you. So okay. Again, go back a couple times and see if you can read it. Best way to sound out is after you get familiar with the alphabet or reading sign or fingerspelling is to sound out each letter. So like and it's just easier to comprehend it. Next is extra practice. I want you to fingerspell your name, fingerspell your street name, and fingerspell the month. So that should be a few things you can get used to signing, especially your name. If you have any questions about alphabet, rules, or anything like that, just leave a comment and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Thanks.